Okay guys, welcome back to Knowledge Evolution YouTube channel, and I gonna show you that bursting delicious cakes.
Cake through the ages. History of cake. The history of cake dates back thousands of years. The concept of baking a sweet dessert like bread or cake can be traced back to ancient Egypt, where honey-sweetened cakes were common. However, the cakes of that time were quite different from what we consider cakes today. The ancient Egyptians were skilled bakers, and they made cakes using wheat, eggs, and honey. These cakes were often round and flat, resembling modern-day pancakes. They were typically sweetened with honey, flavored with spices, and sometimes adorned with fruits and nuts. As time passed, cakes became popular across various civilizations. In ancient Greece, for example, they made cakes with ingredients such as wheat flour, cheese, honey, and olive oil. The Romans also had their own versions of cakes, often sweetened with honey and sometimes flavored with fruits and spices. During the Middle Ages in Europe, cakes took on a more symbolic and ceremonial role. They were often prepared for special occasions such as weddings and religious ceremonies. These medieval cakes were enriched with expensive ingredients like sugar, dried fruits, and spices. They were often elaborately decorated, reflecting the wealth and status of the individuals or families hosting the event. One significant development in the history of cake occurred in the 17th century when refined sugar became more widely available in Europe. Sugar was a luxury ingredient, and its increased accessibility allowed for the creation of sweeter and more intricate cakes. The use of butter also became more common, resulting in richer and moister cakes. During the 18th century, cake recipes became more standardized and diverse. Cookbook authors started publishing recipes specifically for cakes, and innovations in baking techniques, such as the use of chemical leavening agents like baking powder, made cake baking easier and more accessible to a wider audience. In the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution brought about further advancements in baking technology. The invention of baking powder and the availability of refined white flour made cake baking even more convenient. Layer cakes, sponge cakes, and butter cakes became increasingly popular. In the 20th century, cake baking continued to evolve. Boxed cake mixes were introduced in the United States in the 1930s, making it even easier for people to bake cakes at home. The mid-20th century saw the rise of iconic American cakes such as the chocolate cake, red velvet cake, and carrot cake. Today, cake remains a beloved dessert enjoyed worldwide, with countless variations and flavors. From classic layer cakes to whimsical designs, cakes continue to be an integral part of celebrations, birthdays, weddings, and other special occasions. The art of cake decoration has also evolved significantly, with intricate designs, fondant, and buttercream frosting techniques adding to the visual appeal of modern cakes.